Over 70 thrilling years, the Safari Rally has contributed a singular spectacle to global motorsport. Conducted over rugged terrain set against dramatic sequence of picturesque landscape, the rally takes drivers through extremely challenging courses, abounding with variety of flora and fauna in our country. As a result, the Safari Rally is among the favorites in the WRC 13 series, watched by millions of devoted spectators globally and adored by generations. It has also introduced dozens of talented Kenyans and Kenyan drivers to the world, including a number of well-known names who have just joined us today. Tundo is sitting here, Kimathi is sitting here, our good man Njiru was around. These are our Kenyan icons. The 2023 edition of the Safari Rally will, of course, continue the magnificent tradition that has turned into a distinguished fixture in the global calendar. From the number of entries so far, it is clear that this iconic event is undergoing phenomenal revival. 34 crews from 20 countries will wage fierce battle for glory in the main event, while 19 Kenyan drivers will be behind the wheel, including 3 impressive youngsters. Jeremy Wahome, where are you? That young man there. Makre Kimathi, where are you? Right there. And Hamza Anwar. Those characters there, they will be part of this show. Demonstrating that Kenya is truly coming of age in fundamental ways, this rally will have more than 5 women crews. Tuwapigie makofi jameni. Can our women crews stand up? Simameni. Tuwapigie makofi hawa rembo. Including 3 ladies teams that qualified for full government sponsorship. Look out therefore for Pauline Shehu and her co-driver Lynette Ayuko, Natasha Tundo with Chantal Young, I think they were here, and of course Jennifer Malik with Wangui Mungai. They are there. Wapige makofi jameni, those beautiful girls. I wish the young ladies the very best as they set out to break records, barriers, and claim their space in their chosen sport. The government has taken measures to exploit the invaluable branding value of this global event by investing Kenya resources to support it and profile rally appropriately, thus positioning Kenya as an icon sporting nation, rallying powerhouse, and tourism destination. During the rally, the Hustler Bazaar also offers opportunities for hustlers to earn from serving the crowds, while the Sherehe Corner will provide creatives with an opportunity to entertain and engage them. Look out for our Kenyan creatives, and please listen to our Kenyan music. And don't forget what Ababu said, remember to pay. Everybody will come out as a winner, and this is the power of sports and creative economies to ignite growth. When I flag off the rally, I will be setting off a very important phase of our project to transform sport in Kenya and make talent truly rewarding. Sport and the creative economy contribute the most easily recognizable components of our national brand, especially athletics, as well as other sporting disciplines, in addition to distinctive music and other artistic offerings. Notwithstanding this undeniable contribution to the richness of our national identity, global reputability, competitiveness, and creation of thousands of jobs for talented Kenyans on a full-time basis, the sector remains far from its full potential. As a result, their contribution to the national GDP is low and so are the incomes of many professionals in comparative and absolute terms. We all agree that our creatives are not what creatives are elsewhere. Our sportsmen do not earn as much as their counterparts elsewhere. To address this underperformance, we committed to leverage our international athletics and sporting brand to develop a local sporting apparel manufacturing cluster, including all sports, into the National Sports Talent Academy and devolve it to county sports talent academies. That is one area we're going to work with, and I am happy that we have counties here. We want to partner with all our counties. We want to work with you because there is no part of Kenya that is not a part of a county. We also pledge to promote county leagues and inter-county sports championships that culminate into a national sporting extravaganza that will help restore Kenyan football to good international standing. You heard what Ababu said. When we came into office, we had a long battle, useless, let me say, unnecessary battle with fever. And we decided that it wasn't going to last a month longer. I picked the call, I called fever, and I told Ababu to do what he must. Congratulations, Waziri, you did a sterling job. We are back on the spot. Same thing, I had to call Sebastian Coe to come here because our athletics was at the verge of being banned in the international arena. On the creative economy, our commitments include leveraging our digital prowess to enhance the creative economy's position as a significant sector and increase its contribution to fashion and value addition to leather and craft export. We also pledge to protect intellectual property rights as the foundation of effective monetization and mainstream the development of arts and culture infrastructure. Our commitment also extends to incorporating the creative economy into the Brand Kenya and commercial diplomacy initiatives, establish a vibrant film ecosystem, and facilitate the monetization of music to promote entrepreneurship. Since taking office, we have been involved in developing appropriate mechanisms of enriching and delivering our pledges. Today, I am happy to share with the country a glimpse of what we have been up to and a taste of the brilliant things to come out of our sporting and creative ecosystem. It is the intentional refinement and elaboration of our pledges and promises that have now been developed into the Sports and Creative Economy Master Plan, or Talanta Hela. Under it, we are committing to facilitate the development of legal frameworks, economic institutions, and organizational mechanisms to promote the effective and sustainable monetization of all talent in our sports and creative economies. Through this convergence, Talanta Hela projects the government's determination to turn competitive capabilities across all sporting disciplines and expansive spectrum of the creative industry into music and dance, film and theater, fashion and pageantry, digital content creation, as well as literary and fine art. These are all sectors that for a very long time did not look serious. Many people were wondering, how does this become part of a country's economy? We were here last Friday listening to our school children, and I tell you the talent in those kids is amazing. We had a script here that was world class. I'm wondering why we continue to watch those things of Afro cinema continues when we have much, much superior content that we can show in our TV stations. We are doing a great disservice to our young men and women to to the talent we have in our country by not profiling them appropriately. And I did undertake to them, as I do to you, that this is the journey that we are going to travel together. That is why today we have a master plan on sports and the creative economy. And it's going to incorporate, as was said here by the minister, it is because in our plan, if you look at our manifesto, these are clear issues that came from the people of Kenya. As we travel around the country, we listened to every sector and they told us what they needed us to do. And that is what we have been working on so that we can deliver. By facilitating the development of a competitive ecosystem of sporting and creative talent and monetizing all possible opportunities, Talanta Hela formalizes entrepreneurship in these sectors, enhancing their potential contribution to economic transformation. Through these strategic pillars, the Talanta Hela Master Plan will mobilize sectoral stakeholders, including schools, federations, clubs, private academies, and other partners in a robust, inclusive, bottom-up endeavor to deliver 6 key outcomes. The first, of course, is the revival of sport from the grassroots through satellite sports academies beginning at the school level, through community to regional stadia, which culminate in the Kenya Academy of Sports at the national level. We will be working with the counties. We have there is a subject that has always been used against me, the stadiums. Now I am here, and I am going to sort out the stadiums. I have told my good friend Ababu here, since this was a big problem, every time there was something, people was, Wabi Stadium, you know? Now we will demonstrate to you what it is and how we are going to do it and how it's going to become the epicenter of not just football occasionally, not just athletics occasionally. It's going to be the epicenter of all creative economy interventions, making sure that it works for everybody and it works always. The National Academy will be established by expanding the resident academy of the Moi International Sports Center, you know, the one that is in Kasarani, to incorporate modern training and accommodation facilities that meet international standards. It will also become the national hub for identifying, developing, marketing, promoting and monetizing talent across all sporting disciplines, including, Mr. Tundo, motorrallying. And we just gave 3 vehicles today to begin the training of those who want to be rally drivers. I think it is going to be a new beginning. The second pillar entails interventions to formalize the creative economy, actualize its full potential, and enhance its contribution creative talent search, development, promotion, and monetization. We spend about 350 billion Kenya shillings every year in advertising. And the counties are here, the national government is here. We should spend at least 10% of that advertising to advertise through our creatives. That will give our creatives 35 billion Kenya shillings. It will hire millions of the young people, talented young people who come out of our schools, the people who come out of our colleges, the men and women who are sitting in this auditorium today. And this is money we are already spending in advertising. I saw the script by the gentleman who was singing here about the Hustler Fund, about small band. Where is that gentleman? Small band. Yeah, that gentleman deserves part of that money that we are using in advertising. There is absolutely no better advertising than the song I had here today. And that's why I'm saying the 350 billion shillings we spend in advertising, 10% of it. And Waziri, I want you to work with the rest of government to make sure that that money goes to our creatives. I am very happy. This good man, yeah, huyo mungwana huyo, he sang here a wonderful song. My good friend, you persuaded me that we should take some of the 350 billion shillings and make it available to you. So that young man, asante sana. Let me also say that I am very happy that we are now working together with all the actors in the creative space, in the music space, so that royalties can go to the right beneficiaries. For a very long time, our artists, they got the short end of the stick, always. Everybody else made money except them. We must do it this time round. I have gotten up with the people who do betting, just using technology. Using technology, we can make sure that our artists get their fair share of what is due to them and that they are not exploited. So I am happy that Waziri and the industry, you've come together and we are going to see a big difference. And it's nasio tafadhali. I think it is something that we ought to do. Another pillar of Talanta Hela involves the Kenya National Innovation Agency. And I listened to them when they were speaking to us here, which has been designated to implement the Presidential Innovation Challenge, an online initiative to encourage our youth to create disruptive innovations and revolutionary ideas in every sector, including technology, agriculture, the blue economy, and forestry, among others. I look forward to seeing many exciting breakthroughs at this year's Kenya Innovation Week, including, hopefully, one that solves the intergenerational entrepreneurial conundrum. How do we make agriculture cool to attract our young people? I am looking forward. Vijana mkae rada, tutakutana huko kwa innovation. Tell them it's on, and I will be waiting for them on the 13th because I made a commitment. So let me ask all of us, because this is the space that is available to us. It's not going to be business as usual. The creative sector is not a joke. It is serious business. And it is very important because my focus in this year's Jamhuri on the 12th will be around arts and the creatives. I have a date with the people in this sector that by December this year, you now have 6 months to work with me, work with the ministry, so that we eliminate all barriers and make the creatives big business as it is elsewhere. I am making that commitment knowing very well that we need to make also serious investment in that sector. As I conclude, I remind you to mark June 22nd, 2023 so that you can participate in the safari rally right from the flagging off of the first car at the ramp at the Kenyatta International Convention Center. I also remember that on Jamhuri Day, I will be awarding the winners of the Presidential Innovation Challenge and the national championships of the inter-county football tournament. Sasa counties mujipange. You know, we will be, and have you agreed on what is the prize money, Ababu? You have? Iko chapa? Very good. Sasa watu wajipange. Na tutangojea huko Simba, Arati na wale wengine, make sure you are in the finals. Yeah, and sorry, Madam Waiguru, you didn't introduce Simba Arati because he had been introduced earlier amongst the content creators. From now, when we activate the Talanta Hela Sports and Creative Economy Master Plan, expect intense engagement across the country as talent finally mobilizes to blossom as an enabler of livelihoods and lifestyles on an unprecedented scale. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me officially unveil the commemoration of the 70th anniversary of the Safari Rally, and at the same time, officially launch the Sports and Creative Economy Master Plan. Tuwapigie makofi jameni. So